Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back, my cosmic kinfolk. Welcome back, my cosmic kinfolk. It's me, DJ Dab, aka The Last Dragon. And if you're rolling with me, this session is straight up to my cosmic kinfolk who are very big on spiritualism in the world of wizardry and witchcraft by any means necessary. For hanging with the demon realm never paid off for me, it might pay off for you. And I have a very deep understanding of what you're going through when these demons and things initiate you into their realm of wanting to torture you. Well, okay, here's what I will definitely say. I, having gone through my own crucible, so to speak, have gone through hell and back to achieve the God state of mind that I have. And it's similar to what I hear on a lot of spiritual channels. I think Mastery Foolish is one of my favorites because it has an aggregated set of content that come from different spiritual people and teachers. And it's funny because these people who walk in all sects of life still rely on our ancestral knowledge of witchcraft, voodoo, words like that to describe our power. When in reality, somebody like me who obviously came from something else beyond this cosmic scope is able to see above that and look down at that, not as like I'm looking at it as if it's negative, but look down at it like it's not on the level that is really achievable. And wondering to myself why a lot of my cosmic kin would prefer to dabble with demons instead of dabbling with their solar being. And I'm not talking about the higher self, so to speak, because that's a pop culture word. And a lot of times I'm doing my best to erase what pop culture talks about so that I can have my own, I would call it database of real words you can query and find that I'm talking about the exact same stuff that's talked about in pop culture, just without the pop culture words. So right now it's a Friday, okay? And my Kundalini rises from Monday through Sunday. Right now it's a pretty special rhythm, especially when I have a cosmic person I'm reaching out to daily, nightly, religiously, so to speak. Well, I don't have to go through some of the magical rituals that my cosmic kin do. It's amazing once you reach this level, what you are really witnessing happen on the next level down is that it's a manipulation for a manipulation. It's a this for that, but it's never geared towards, I would say, exactly what your ancestors really truthfully practiced. A lot of what they practiced was given in story form over and over again to create visuals in the mind. We understood that visuals in the mind were like having a story or a movie that you could re-watch and reread to create inside of your DNA a special vibration. And in that story, a lot of times we'd use the allegory of the names of different monads in the body and call them angels or demons. I'm just paraphrasing those two words though, angels and demons, okay? And with that understanding, you find out that when you're having such a great cosmic trip and you're enjoying the ability to do things that it looks like your peers can't do, you know, the muggles of the planet, and you're able to conjure up, you know, amazing experiences and gifts to you. The one thing that is surprisingly, anti your higher solar being is asking for the wealth of material things. So if you're conjuring that, the wealth of material things, that's great for you. It's not really going to be what I would call the culmination of your power. In fact, that's meant to cage you in your power. Because if you are asking for the enjoyment of material things, you're not even really trying to ask for the experience of the enjoyer of higher spiritual enjoyment of higher spiritual realms. Therefore, the demons can play with you and get you to ask for more things, almost like the genie, and you rub on the lamp and the genie's like, aha, I can give you 3 wishes. But you always try to outsmart the genie. Well, why are you playing the game with the genie when you actually could break the lamp, take the sand that's in the lamp, okay? Because the lamp is filled with sand, you know what I mean? That's how the genie has his little beachy sitting on inside the lamp. And you can drink the sand yourself and not become the genie, but become the power that the genie possessed. Now, that in itself is the cosmic quest of most wizards and witches. They wish to be like gods and goddesses. So following pop culture, in my opinion, for all things that you wish to do spiritually is in reverse or in opposition to what you really want to achieve. So my cosmic kinfolk, yes, we are supposed to be wealthy here. We are supposed to be well off, but not based in a system that is an illusion. Because if you play around and you really believe in the illusion, then you've made it real for yourself. But the minute you remove yourself from the illusion, you stop obeying the illusion, and your spirituality can skip above the level that you're playing on right now. But you have to skip past the already prepared illusion for you to dabble in, and told it, there's really that much and no much further. In reality, every person who dabbles with demons and that cosmic force of something that is beyond their sight is already ready to accept the fact that those things don't really even exist. They're really ready to accept that. They're so ready to accept that and knowing that their cosmic force rolls through every molecule and atom in their body versus this external place where you call things to you, they're already emanating in you. And that right there gives you enough heart, enough courage to begin to break away from playing around with things that aren't really of the higher spirituality. And I preach this in almost every other lesson I'm giving now, it seems like, because I realize that I do have a voice here that's probably reaching a good amount of people, even if I only have, 41 subscribers on my channel. Thank you, all 41 subscribers. And as well, maybe only, a couple of average listeners. I know I'm hitting some ears of people that have a heart to hear. And they're willing to come over to the God side, to the goddess side, and put down the tools that give divination the ability to send to you things that could be sent from an outside force beyond your ancestors. And I'm speaking in a way of like, an adept can understand me. If you are kind of new to magic and what vision is, and the ability to have clairaudience, clair vision, clair knowledge, clair sentience, clair smell, clair olfactoryism, literally a myriad of abilities, you're forgetting that the cosmic temple you are rolling in is all powerful and requires nothing, if it is complete within itself, from the outside to achieve certain things on this planet. What is needed is a sympathetic human synchronicity that each and every one of us seek and find within ourselves, so that when we walk in our divine state, we give that divine state in presence of someone else and ignite their divine state, so that they can sustain, for even if it's just a couple of moments in time, a powerful divine state. And that right there is enough to cause way more galactic power control than linking yourself to a bunch of subclassed vibrations that don't want to inhabit flesh permanently anymore and want to inhabit just the space in between, which is not meant for them permanently, but are now solar systemly aligned to do that over and over again and manipulate our reality, making us feel like we're lesser beings. Now, I'm talking about things that are very much described in a lecture I will always add to my description called Every Planet Wears a Crown, because I feel like it's the foundation that a lot of us aren't really aware of, because we'd rather learn about ancient aliens and things that aren't really of the truth because they're more entertaining than the truth. But the truth, my friend, my cosmic sister, my cosmic brother, shall really set you free of illusion, an ability for you to use illusion over and over again. And on that note, I hope you really enjoyed this quick little lecture on breaking away from the pop culture of spirituality and regrounding yourself in the cosmic kundalini that rises in you every morning. Every day, you're a new cosmic being with the gifts to enjoy the joy that is right in front of your face, from the littlest things about having your own personal space to not having your own personal space where somebody's keeping you company. It's always going to be there in a balance, and I want us all as people who are working to be more than just adept. And the word erudite comes up. If you want to be erudite and reach your Dionysian state like I have, I'm rambling now, but I like that I kept going. If you're trying to reach your Dionysian state, okay, my name is Dennis Day. That means the god of wine during the day. Okay, I'm allowed to indulge in a 2 to 5 glass of wine a day indulgement based on the fact that it clears my actual cosmic gifts to be manifested better. Whenever I am inhibited in my frontal lobe, I don't give my all in respect to the fact that it's dangerous to actually give my all. So I look for something that limits that so that I am not a danger to the God state that flows out of me. And I've witnessed its true powers in so many ways that I know that Dionysian energy is my best way to maintain a friendly nature with the cosmos and be in balance. So, my pharaoh godship as well comes from the lineage of Tutmoses, the Tutmos of Pharaoh Kundalini lineage. It's the coil that goes up my spine that is so naturally there that I've never had to work hard to meditate on it. I discovered a couple of cosmic tools when I was young enough, and I utilized them and exploded myself out for my body to be at a manifestation state that is probably so unique that I'm one of the few people I can talk to about it. And then I look for other people who are similar. Like right now you're hearing this music by Killer Priest, very similar guy, very similar God state guy. Being able to see that, the ancients gave us so much power, and what we do with it is up to our imagination, and not to up to the imagination of somebody who laid down a deck of tarot cards, who laid down a set of rules for a zodiac system. It's our ability to live in the living video game, to rewrite cheat codes, to actually hack the code and even create a new game. So if you're not at that ability yet, my dear wizard and witches and warlocks, like Killer Priest just said, let's put in another quarter and we'll play again. And on that note, peace.